What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including more problems for Vince McMahon. Was a wrestler injured at Forbidden Door? A WWE superstar officially removed from the roster? Is a WWE superstar happy? A former star apologizes over offensive segment in WWE? Congratulations to a WWE couple and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at more problems for Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. Atop today's news is a report concerning Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis and potential problems for the two down the road. McMahon and Laurinaitis, along with the WWE, are being sued by former WWE employee Janelle Grant, who alleges they engaged in sex trafficking. As previously reported, the civil lawsuit is on hold as federal investigators look into any misconduct that may have occurred related to Ms. Grant's allegations or other activities. Whilst nobody has been charged, a Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp is reporting that people in WWE are not nearly as concerned about the company personally. They expect things to be found out about Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. That's just the long and short of it. From a talent standpoint, everybody feels getting rid of those two guys. There was a false sense of security a few years ago, but now it's been reiterated internally that there's no longer an association there. There could be many twists and turns in this matter depending on the federal investigation, the status of Ms. Grant's lawsuit itself, which is yet to be determined whether Ms. Grant's case will go to arbitration or trial, or any other lawsuits that will be filed down the road. Next up, Forbidden Door 2024 highlights. It's time for a look at some highlights from AEW's third Forbidden Door pay-per-view. The show featured talent from AEW, New Japan, World Wonder Ring Stardom, and Mexico's CMLL. Tetsuya Naito pinned Jon Moxley to win the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. TBS champion Mercedes Moné defeated Stephanie Vaquer by submission to become New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion. After the match, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, made her AEW return. Toni Storm, Maria May, and Mina Shirakawa even engaged in a three-way kiss, which definitely got the crowd going absolutely insane. Jack Perry captured the vacant TNT Championship in a ladder match, and AEW announced that it will hold the 5th January 2025 Wrestle Dynasty pay-per-view at the Tokyo Dome. Did you guys watch Forbidden Door? If so, what did you think of the show? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, a wrestler injured at Forbidden Door. Was wrestler Lio Rush injured at Forbidden Door? While there was initial speculation that Rush hurt himself during the ladder match for the TNT Championship, Rush tweeted that, "I'm not suffering, but man, I'm in some pain. What a night, what a match. I'll be back for more. Thanks to everyone for riding with me on this journey through the Forbidden Door." Nonetheless, Rush has been pulled from the 4th July Beyond Wrestling event, which Beyond Wrestling informed fans via X that breaking, Lio Rush suffered an injury during tonight's ladder match and will no longer be able to compete against Perfect Aaron at Americana this Thursday, 4th of July at White Eagle in Worcester. We are working to find a suitable replacement. Ladder matches are known for being grueling affairs, so it's no surprise that the wrestler was banged up after performing. We'll continue monitoring this situation and send our best to Lio Rush for a speedy and full recovery. Next up, a former WWE superstar claims he got too popular for Vince McMahon. Did Vince McMahon stop a former superstar's push because he was getting too popular? Former WWE superstar Damien Sandow recently appeared on the YouTube channel Victory claiming, "Look, somewhere in the office, someone didn't like what was going on. I did an autograph signing 6 months ago and one of the people at the signing was like, 'Hey, I just wanted you to know something. I had a friend who worked in the office and they said they would get house show reports on you, like they needed to list like the top 5 reactions. You were always in the top 3, usually the top 2. One might think that a positive reaction would lead to bigger things, but Sandow claims that wasn't the case. After a while, the boss, you know who that is, said, "Do not put Sandow's name on there anyway. That tells me everything I need to know. So to answer your question, I was too good for WWE. I say I'm just right for NWA." Unfortunately, Sandow's claims isn't the first one fans have heard from the former WWE superstars who seem to find any chance of a push halted because the fans, rather than Vince McMahon, got behind them. It's too bad that Sandow isn't competing in the WWE now, as he might get a strong push, but then again, fans have rallied behind wrestlers such as LA Knight in the current regime only to see Knight receive a substandard push. Next up, a WWE superstar officially removed from the roster. Is Ricochet returning to WWE? Well, it doesn't appear so, as the WWE has now moved him from its active roster to its alumni section. While this could be a swerve, the most recent report is that Ricochet gave his notice to the WWE as he intended to head elsewhere. Subsequently, the WWE wrote him off with a backstage beatdown by Bron Breakker. There's no word on what's next for Ricochet, but AEW star Will Ospreay has repeatedly said he'd enjoy working with the future of Flight in AEW. Next up, is Shinsuke Nakamura happy in WWE? Is Shinsuke happy with his current role in the WWE? Nakamura commented on Sportsnet, "I've been wrestling for WWE for over 8 years now. I want to keep wrestling in the WWE to give the fans more dream matches. That's what I want to do. I want to show my passion. I brought the Japanese style to WWE, but I still want to keep challenging." While Nakamura isn't a jobber, he's often used to making top-tier talents look good, something he excels at due to his ability to work well with anyone. Next up, Dijak's post-WWE debut. And it didn't take long for former WWE superstar Dijak to show up in another wrestling promotion. Wrestling News is reporting that Dijak showed up at the recent Blitzkrieg Pro event, attacking CPA and then cutting a fiery promo on the WWE. "Last night I didn't have any plans of coming here. Last night I worked for WWE. Not anymore. I saw something I wanted and I came and took it. You guys are in store for something really special, because from now on, if I want to do something, I'll do it. I don't give a shit what state, I don't give a shit what country or what promotion. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want, and take whatever I want." Obviously this was censored for YouTube, but Dijak told the fans what they can expect from him. So if you have some glasses on, take them off, open your eyes and take a good look, because this is exactly what the world of professional wrestling has in store for them for the ever-seen future. This is a place for those who have been around here for a long time. This is the place that I made my name, so I'm not only going to come and take whatever I want, but I'm going to give it all back to you. Now, we reported in an earlier news video that some WWE superstars are concerned by how WWE released Dijak with little warning. It appears that Dijak is making the most of his new opportunity, as he also informed fans, "So line up, get in line, I'm going to be here all night to meet every single one of you, to shake every one of your hands and to thank you for being here for me, for being here for them, and for being here for everyone, and you can feast your eyes on me." Next up, Shelton Benjamin apologizes over offensive segment. Shelton Benjamin is speaking out following the release of the 2009 TV segment. The segment occurred on an episode of WWE's version of ECW and featured the debut of Japanese wrestler Yoshitatsu and the return of Shelton Benjamin. What happened in the match is a reminder of WWE's sometimes offensive content. Inside the Ropes recalled what happened next. The two would face off in singles action, but prior to the match, Benjamin would take the microphone to mock the Japanese star and put on the stereotypical and derogatory Japanese accent, mocking Tatsu for his English ability. Benjamin apologized on X, saying, "If I could erase one thing in my career, this is it. I'm completely and utterly disgusted by this racist shit. I'm glad the ending was my career getting kicked in the head and losing. #racism sucks." Unfortunately, professional wrestling has had segments like this that are downright racist or tone deaf. It's refreshing to see that Benjamin is acknowledging this wrong rather than downplaying it or excusing it by saying it was a different era or he had no choice. Next up, SmackDown sets new record. The WWE's popularity continues to grow, as seen by the promotion breaking another social media record. The 28th June segment on SmackDown, where Solo Sikoa and his version of the Bloodline took out the Tribal Council Paul Heyman, just set a new record. Inside the Ropes reported that the segment has more than 60 million views across all social media platforms, setting a new record for the most viewed segment across Raw, SmackDown and NXT since WrestleMania. The previous record was held by Joe Hendry following the TNA star's shock appearance on NXT. Solo's attack on Paul Heyman after Heyman refused to acknowledge him as his tribal chief still has fans talking about Heyman's future, as well as whether this will lead to Roman Reigns' long-awaited return. And finally, congratulations to a WWE couple. And last but not least, congrats to Angelo Dawkins and his lovely bride on their recent nuptials. Angelo is the latest WWE superstar to walk the aisle, as Rhea Ripley and current AEW star Buddy Matthews recently got hitched. Dawkins posted a picture of himself and his family along with his Street Profits tag team partner Montez Ford and Ford's wife Bianca Belair. What really caught fans' eyes was that Montez Ford was the minister for the ceremony. As Dawkins posted, "Made it official, fam." Bianca Belair commented, "Dawks, you got a whole wife. All of this car ride tours can finally come to an end. You did it, congrats, you're a lucky man. And now a smart man to wife her up." The EST was just one of several superstars to send their well wishes to the couple, and we also send our congratulations to the newlyweds as they begin this new chapter in their lives. But there you have it, folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.